judges spent allegedly $100,000 to investigate Charlie. I filed an official complaint against him through the Sheriff's Department. I also filed a grand jury complaint against him through San Luis Obispo County grand jury, and my complaint was forwarded to the State Attorney General Jerry Brown's office because Pat Hedges is an elected official, and we need to hold our elected officials and police accountable for what they do to us and with medical marijuana. And I won't keep you guys much longer. I really appreciate everybody coming out today and making this. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. We have an election 1 week from tomorrow, a local election. You can vote on various topics it's a preliminary for mayors, and you can vote for city council, and there's city attorneys coming up. So we have an election. It's important you vote. It's important you take a part of the political process and get involved where you can or how you can. Everybody has their strengths and their weaknesses. If we put all our strengths together, we will get over this. I'm just going to bring up one more speaker. It's going to be Charlie Lynch himself, Charles C. Lynch for the media. And I just want to thank everybody for being out here. After this, we're going to wrap up, but thank you all for coming out.
Thank you.
This guy asked me if he could speak.
No. Thank you.
All right, well, thank you. Definitely thanks to everybody for coming out today. I appreciate your support. Like my first day in court there, I was a little worried. I was there by myself, and I thought I'd be fighting this battle all by myself, but I can see today that we got a lot of people out here who are supporting me, and not only me, but there's a lot of other people that are getting harassed by the federal government. They're getting prosecuted, they're getting incarcerated, and we definitely need to stand up for our rights and end the civil war the federal government's waging against us. And I think there's some things that we need to do as Americans. And I made a little list here and a little bit of a speech, but I'll just work it a little bit. But anyway, the federal government needs to remove marijuana from the Schedule I drug listing. That's the first thing that needs to happen. And then the federal government needs to mind its own business and let the people decide on the kind of medicine they want to use.
That's right!
The federal government needs to stop wasting our tax dollars waging a civil war against we the people by raiding our dispensaries and taking our possessions and under these unjust and antiquated laws. It's just not right what they're doing to people. The federal government needs to make the court system fair. As of right now, when one's prosecuted by the government, there's no chance for a fair trial, as the wolves pulled over the jury's eyes and they don't really see the whole truth of what's going on in federal court. I mean, we couldn't even talk about medical marijuana during my trial, and the prosecutor, he just like objected to practically everything. In fact, he asked me questions while I was on the stand and even objected to my own answers to his questions, and they were stricken from the record. I've never seen anything so unfair as federal court. Right, and so that's what our federal government needs to do, and then we need a little bit more help from our state government that gave us these laws. Bodine was talking about that, my mother, and we definitely need our state legislatures, our governor, our mayors, everybody who's in charge of this state. They need to stand up against this federal government and you know, exercise the 10th Amendment rights that they've granted to us. You know, they granted us these rights to use medical marijuana, but then when the federal government comes down on us, they leave us there standing alone out in the rain without any help at all. Like, I've written to the senators and the representatives, the Attorney General, and they've all written back to me saying, well, sorry pal, but this is a federal issue now, and you're on your own on this one. So, you know, our state government definitely needs to step up to the plate.
Vote him out of office!
Yeah. And then for the past few years since I was arrested and you know, my dispensary was raided, I kind of felt like I've lived in Nazi Germany, you know, with the federal government prosecuting, destroying my life, drug testing me, defaming me, searching my home and body, constantly breathing down my neck, doing everything in their power to destroy me for doing things that myself and many others believe in, and that we were granted the constitutional rights by our legislatures.
Bullshit.
So the government looks like it's just not right what they're doing to people. So we the people, we need to stand up for our rights and demand from our leaders to change the laws that are putting our brothers and sisters and ourselves behind bars. And we the people need to stand up against the prison machine, which creates a false economy on the backs of falsely accused and imprisoned people.
Amen.
And we the people need to contact our president and legislatures and senators and representatives and let them know that we're ready for change. You know, we have a lot of hope, but you know, hope can only go so far. We need it now. We don't want to sit around hoping for much longer, you know. It's just taking too long. And so President Obama, I speak to you today to listen to us with an open mind and make a change today. Change today. And remember, people, it's not enough to just hope for change. We must stand up and demand change. Let your voice be heard. Let your emails be sent. Let your letters speak of freedom that we as Americans hold dearly to our hearts and our souls, that our government continues to take away from us. And anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I appreciate your support, especially Cheryl. She's like put on this whole rally. My family, they posted a $400,000 bail for me, and I appreciate everybody coming out today. Thank you.
You step here. I'm gonna wrap up. You guys, we're gonna wrap up. I know there's other people that do want to speak.
Free Rich!